Good morning to your lovely viewers. Welcome to the Weekly Gospel with me, your host, Amazing Katamanda. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Happy Sabbath to everybody who's just tuned in to watch the show. You are very much welcome. And you know we're always here every Saturdays at 10:45 to give you nothing but the best when it comes to preaching the gospel. And today I am so excited. Like you know, we always profile your favorite gospel personalities. And if you want to be featured on the show, if you're an author, you're a poet, you're a minister of God, you want to talk about your ministry, please get in touch with us using the numbers that are on your TV screens, and then you get that chance or that opportunity to come through to the studios and we get to know more about your ministry. We are passionate about preaching Christ and reaching as many people as we can reach. And talking about people who've got passion, talking about passion, I have someone in studio who's so passionate about preaching the gospel through music and also just, you know, verbal words. Who am I talking about, ladies and gentlemen? I am talking about the great Pastor Leo. He's in studios with me. I know you know him. So do come through with your comments or contributions. We are live right now, so you can give us a call using the numbers that are on your TV screens, or better yet, you can send us a direct message, or you can head on our Facebook page, Kamni TV. Leave your comments there. And if you have any queries for Pastor Leo, please feel free to ask him. He's not going anywhere for now. We have him up to 11:45. So come through with your calls. Pastor Leo, thank you for joining us this morning. It's good to have you. I am honored just to be in your presence. Thank you for gracing us with your presence this morning.
They don't call you the Amazing Katamanda for nothing. I'm looking at you just talking and I'm thinking, is this a computer? Is she reading somewhere? But no, that's her. And I'm so excited to have you know, to have me here. It's been a while. It's been like forever.
So busy.
And I'm so excited I'm back again. And it's a good morning.
Awesome. Let's talk about what you have been up to, because I mean, on Facebook you're active. We see what you're doing, and to be honest, what you're doing is not easy, but you make it look so effortlessly. So please tell us, from the time that you left, I don't even remember what year. Was it last year or was it the other year?
It must be, I think it must be the other year.
That was 2020, right?
No, not 2021.
2021.
Yes.
2021. Oh yeah, that was 2021.
Yes.
Okay, in my head was still in 2022. And 2023, people. Yes. Okay. So tell us, how has ministry been so far?
Well, let me begin by obviously thanking those of you that have joined us, the viewers. Obviously, this must be one of your favorite, TV shows, and I'm glad to be back. And in the question that Katamanda has asked, yes, I took a sabbatical. I could have been active in there on the socials, but I took a sabbatical from TV and radio, and we have bounced back. Because sometimes it's important. I want to work first. But I've been busy in the background. God has been taking me through a serious school of ministry. I think there's a lot of stuff that I've had to learn, and we are relaunching ourselves to make sure that we have a proper cutting edge. You know, there's an American president, I don't know whether it's Abraham Lincoln, who obviously propagated the notion that if, for example, and if I'm wrong, please do correct me, viewers, if there's somebody who is told to say, how long would it take you to sharpen an axe before you cut it? You know, ideally someone would say they would take 1 hour and perhaps use, if you're given 5 hours, I'll take one hour and use the 4 hours to try and cut down. That's obviously a wrong way. But I think the idea is to spend as much time sharpening the axe so that you spend little time cutting down the tree. And that's exactly what I've been dealing with. I think there's been a lot of chastisement from the Lord, rebukes, corrections, growing, and just God shaping me so that when we get to do what we're doing, we're a bit more direct and impactful than we were in the past.
Okay, so there's something that has been going on with you and other ministers, and which has caused some. I don't know if you're aware, but it has
I'm
caused
not
some people,
aware.
no, they're a group. No,
Keep me
they're
updated.
not a group. No, now they're working together and everything, but we don't want to work with assumptions or rumors. We want to hear it from you. You, Pastor Gift, then Minister Deborah, Mambo. We have seen you get together and working together, and a lot of people are saying, no, these guys have formed a group. No, these guys are what they're like talks. So let's get to hear from you.
Good question.
Is it a group? Is it just you working together, or maybe you just get to be invited to same events? Please.
And I'm excited because part of the answers are already coming from you. And thank you for asking me that very interesting question. I'll begin, first of all, by speaking for myself, because obviously I'm not a spokesman. But let me begin by saying that God has always given me a burden to work with several people. Okay? He's given me a mandate for the kingdom. I'm one of the kind that doesn't look at denominations. I'm on record doing a lot of programs across denominations, Catholics, UCZ, and God has been doing that for many years on my part. Maybe because also during my campus days I had an opportunity of working with all kinds of denominations. So I would like us to begin from there. But also I would like us to be honest that as God is growing you and pushing you in your area of influence or calling, there are certain people that along the way he begins to attract to you. And I must be very direct on some of the names you mentioned. For example, Pastor Gift, before he hit as many airwaves, he would tell you that I was really burdened about him. Even before he did his album, the Lord literally impressed the burden on me concerning him, and I began conversating. The time he got to Lusaka, I remember took him for lunch. We talked about stuff that some of it we're even seeing now. It's obviously God who's done amazing things. But I want to really give a genesis that there are certain people that God drew me to way before what we are seeing today. Deborah Mambo, who I recently met, 2018. I'm leaving the studio, Ben Blazer studio. 2 weeks after I finished my project, I realized she was also doing the project there. And we meet and we agreed in the spirit. And from there we began to do ministry. Temwani, all those are recent relationships. When she did the Adonai, there's something that shifted in the way that we related. And I think these are people that are beyond just ministers that I sing with on the stage. This is family we're talking about. It would interest you, for example, that Deborah Mambo's husband, they knew each other with my wife way back before I even married my wife. So there are all those interesting arrangements. But just to consolidate the response, all we are saying is that in this journey, there are times that God will connect you with people who you are sharing like minds, like motives, like agendas. And that's exactly what happened. We saw this clearly demonstrated when we held the glory encounter. For the first time, we got together and realized, you know what? There's so much we can do as individuals, but there's so much more we can do when we get together. So we didn't need to explain to each other what the agenda was, because individually we carried a similar burden. So it was easy, and we bring in our mother, Ma'am Medorin, and pushed that agenda. Otherwise, we are open. I mean, Deborah herself, she's so devoted to raising other ministers. Temwani, Gift, these are guys who are so passionate about extending their tentacles all over. So for those of you who probably think that, you know, this is just some special arrangement, the answer is yes and no. Yes, because these are my friends. They are our friends, and God has connected us with similar agendas. But we are part of the body of Christ, and we are open to work with everybody like we are doing. I'm a poster mule sometimes where people call us, it's not our choice. It's by default. They just bundle you and you go like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so I hope I have extensively dealt with that.
Well, people now have a clear picture. This is why I love Kamni TV. You know, we're not just another channel.
Yeah.
We don't want to work with rumors. We get to bring the people here and you get to hear it from them. So
Indeed.
make sure that every Saturdays you're tuned in, and just to help us just have a discussion or have that interactive moment with your lovely viewers, we are asking you this question this morning. What do you think makes a good minister? So in your own words, please feel free to call us using the numbers that are on your TV screens, or better yet, you can send us a direct text message, or you can go on our Facebook page and leave your comments there, and we'll be more than glad. Today I am joined by the anointed man of God, the pastor himself. His name is Pastor Leo. So talking about working together.
Yes.
I have seen you do a song with Pastor Gift where he featured you.
Yes.
But I haven't seen anything that you've done
Temwani.
with Deborah or Temwani. No, with Deborah I have.
Yes, with Deborah, yes.
But with Temwani I haven't.
Not yet.
So are we going to see you come together and then maybe just like release a song together as a team? You, Temwani, Pastor Gift, and Deborah.
It's a matter of time. We are certainly going to do that. Deborah did a song recently where she featured Pastor Gift and Mom Medorine. You know, it's a matter of time. It's not something that we have to rush or push
But
or
have
force.
there been like talks maybe?
Like I said, these are my friends. We talk beyond music. We hang out just to eat. We're not even talking music. So obviously we talk about anything. We most of the times we also ask ourselves serious life questions. You know, beyond music, how are you taking care of your family? We have those very serious conversations. Recently, we were challenging ourselves on how much we need time to rest and be there for our family. A topic that is away from the microphone, but just aimed at building each other. So I think we've talked about everything. We've talked about that. What is left is just to see when would be the appropriate time to do that. Otherwise, there's a lot of spontaneous music that we do together. A lot of unplanned music. You know, you get on stage and you find yourselves doing that because we're quite passionate about, you know, doing live music. So, yeah, I think it's a matter of time. That would definitely come up someday.
You're talking live music. Let's now talk about the reason why we haven't seen like new videos of from you. Of course you do have like old videos, but just like recent ones, why haven't we seen any videos yet from you? But we see you being active,
yes.
you live, so please just bring us in on that one.
Okay, let's have an honest, you know, response here. And Katamanda is the amazing Katamanda. He's a journalist proper so-called, like the lawyers would say, you know. I think I'll be very honest with you. Every minister has got what they would want to prioritize, and every minister has got, you know, their own strategy. Others, they would like to emphasize videos from the songs they've done, you know. For me, and I'm speaking for myself, my priority area is as much as possible to have on record my live ministrations. We have not yet gotten to a point where they are excellent enough to be sent to you as official, you know, videos as Camnet, but we are gravitating towards that point where if I go to minister in Chawama, the quality of the sound and the visuals is good enough for you to broadcast on the TV. That's where we are headed to. So it's a work in progress, and that in itself is our strategy. We would rather focus on building our live ministrations to a point that they become the video content itself, because that's what the big guys are doing there, and it's doable. It's a very rough path, but we'll surely get there someday. Are we doing away with other videos, you know, which are showing different locations? We are not doing away with that. It's really a question of just prioritizing what we feel must be done now. As a matter of fact, if you Katamanda, through you Katamanda, if we had people who are so passionate and they would want to sponsor and partner with us, we are not going to refuse, because music is not free.
Yeah, it's not.
For the sound to come out correctly, for the visuals to be perfect, there has to be a skilled person that must be paid. It's a profession. Videographer, that's a profession. So if, for example, you're watching and you're saying, okay, Pastor Leo, we hear you. Wow, our hands are open. You are welcome, so that we give you the visuals that you prefer. Otherwise, for us, it's a matter of strategy, but it's also something bordering on resource mobilization.
Okay. All right. So there's an event that's coming up, and you are giving out. How many tickets are we giving out?
I'm feeling
yeah. How many tickets?
Three.
Yeah. Three.
I'm feeling 3, and today is like 2 weeks away, so 14 days away from that event, and I'm excited because
where is it going to be?
It's going to be at Mulungushi International Conference Center, and here is a list of those who I'm ministering with. Give me 3 of them.
Pastor Gift.
Yes.
Pastor Deborah.
Correct.
Sorry, Minister Deborah.
Minister Deborah,
and
correct.
Temwani.
Correct.
Christine, is she there?
Yes, correct. And Pastor Teddy Matanyani.
Oh, yeah. Got that right.
So those are the guys that are coming through. 15 hours, the meeting starts. 14 hours, doors open at Mulungushi International Conference Center. The emphasis there is not around personalities. We are calling out these names because they are coming to support. The agenda is salvation, worship, and revival. That is what you're coming to expect. And the meeting is being called Sound of Heaven.
Sound of Heaven.
Concert.
I can already picture, I can already imagine how
and
it's going to be
Katamanda,
like.
whatever you do, the amazing. I have to be, when I stand on stage, I have to see where you are standing.
No, I'll be there. I'll be there. So we're giving out free tickets. So please give us a call, and then Pastor Dio ask you just a few questions, and then when you answer correctly, you'll be given a ticket. You get that ticket yourself. So give us a call. The phone lines are officially open, or you can go on our Facebook page, but we prefer you calling us.
They are
so
calling,
that we give you the ticket.
so that we talk to you.
So give us a call, and then Pastor Dio will ask you some questions, and then when you give us answers, you get yourself that ticket. And tell your friends to tell their friends to tell their friends, because remember, there are just 3 tickets that are being given out.
Indeed.
So give us a call. I don't know what you're waiting for. Give us a call right now. So we continue with our conversation. When we see ministers on stage, we just feel like their lives are perfect. These people don't go through stuff. But let's hear from you. Do you ever get to have anxiety maybe before going to minister, and then maybe also just after maybe ministering, do you ever get to feel like maybe you haven't given it your best due to things that you're experiencing in your personal life that you can't tell anyone about but apart from God, or maybe just people that are in your circle? Can we talk about that?
Katamanda, thank you so much for that question.
You're welcome, Pastor.
Because this is now a hearty conversation. One of the reasons that, I also took a break is, first of all, I was serving, the nation somewhere in the rural parts of the country for about 6 to 7 months. So my socials were busy, yes, but I was away, out of town for that long. But one of the things that happened when I returned, 2 or 3 days, before attending, or 2 days into my return, I was involved in an accident that almost took away my life. And we'll spare the viewers the details. But whatever happened during that time almost got me to a place of depression. And I remember being called up for a meeting with Christine at Kainos Worship. The time she was calling me, I was at a very terrible place. I was fighting a depression that was knocking on the door. Because firstly, my life was going to be lost. 2 other people were involved. Like I said, I will not say so much the details, but I survived death. I cheated death by the grace of God. So I remember struggling within myself to say, should I go for this particular meeting? But God told me to say, live again. I literally felt the words in my spirit, live again, live again.
Okay, so maybe just what we thought. Let's pick
Yes.
this call. Hello, good morning. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Hello.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling us from? Your name is? We lost the call. Please, when you're calling, make sure that you turn down the volume on your TV set so that we can get you loud and clear. And make sure that you're just in a place where network is good. Yeah, so you can call us back using the numbers that are on your TV screens, or better yet, go on our Facebook page or send us a direct message. But if you want to win yourself a ticket that Pastor Leo is giving out, please make sure that you give us a call. Don't go on Facebook. Give us a call. And then he'll ask you a few questions, and when you answer, you'll be given that ticket. So remember that there are only 3. So be the first one to grab that free ticket.
Very simple questions I'll be asking. So let me be very quick about this. So I think I went through that phase of my life where I was thinking, is there even need for me to go ahead and respond to these invitations with what I am going through? I remember going to a radio station, Christian Voice, you know, where I was also invited to minister. And because I felt I didn't have enough strength, I carried along, you know, a pastor gift, you know, because I needed somebody to hold me. My heart was breaking. That was just before the year, you know, and so we did amazing ministry where people are watching, we're dancing there, people are thinking, oh, it's okay. I was burning. I had serious issues I was dealing with at the time. And so really coming to your question, I have those moments as a minister where before we get to stage we now depending on the kind of stage you're going, and mostly the fear is, have I caught the agenda, or this is just about me showing up, you know, Pastor Leo. That is my greatest fear usually. If there's somebody who's come to this meeting who is feeling pain.
We have a caller.
Please.
Hello, good morning.
How are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you? What's your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Omar. I'm grateful for my house.
It's best that you're even within Lusaka. So Pastor Leo will just ask you a few questions, and then when you answer, you get yourself that ticket. Do you want to win that free ticket?
Yes.
Okay, so
Awesome.
go ahead.
I've got a simple question. Good morning to you. And my question goes like this. Where is the Sound of Heaven concert taking place? Where is the Sound of Heaven concert which I'm hosting? Where is it taking place?
Sorry.
Ati concert izankalira kuti ene bankala nayo.
Sorry.
Concert ene bazankala nayo Pastor Leo. Izankalira kuti.
Oh, come on. Is it the network issues or what?
I don't know if network or people don't have enough net, but please call us back using the numbers that are on your TV screens. Let us know where you're watching us from. Make sure that when you give us a call, turn down the volume on your TV set so that we can get you.
Very important.
Okay, so it's just simple questions.
Very simple. If you've been listening to our conversation, you can't
And
miss.
it was mentioned earlier.
Yeah, you know.
So call us back.
So Katamanda, I was actually saying that my greatest fear usually before I get to stage is, what if Katamanda is coming to this meeting depressed, discouraged, and then I show up there as Pastor Leo and I'm just doing my fashion on stage, just trying to be funny, and then they go back
Feeling the same way.
feeling the same way. One of my greatest fears, and that is why I pray that prayer all the time to say, Lord, please, whatever you do, minister to your people. If there's any issue that you need to correct with me as a minister, correct it. Let me not be the one to stand in the way of someone being, you know, blessed or lifted from their place of worry and whatever. That's one of my fears as a minister, genuinely speaking. And so it propels me to prepare ministry in such a way that I don't want to really just waste people's time. You know, I want God to use me. Secondly, also, kwa stage ya frightening.
Really?
Wasafi kafie. People are non-responsive. They are just looking at you. A long time ago, I a young minister.
We have
There's
a
a
caller. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm good, thank you. How are you? What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Mr. Zulu from London.
From where?
Luansha, madam.
Oh, Luansha. Unfortunately, we can't ask you any question because you're not within Osaka. But anyway, if you have any comments or contributions, please go ahead.
Yeah, I can participate, but my place is in Osaka.
Oh, okay. You have someone that can attend that concert?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Please.
so, well, good morning. Let me ask you a simple question.
Yes, Pastor.
When is the Sound of Heaven concert? Which date is the Sound of Heaven concert, which I am hosting?
Murungushi conference, Pastor.
But when is the date?
Is it not on, is it not 2 weeks from now?
Yes, 2 weeks from now is what? All right, I'm going to give it to you. I think you're okay because 24th, now you're even losing away your answer. You correctly said 2 weeks. Today is 14 days. So, I mean, 2 weeks from now means 24th.
But anyway.
Yeah, but anyway, I
Give
mean,
him, right?
yeah, I'll give you, I will have to leave it with Katamanda here so that whoever will need to do that, they'll have to come through to the studio.
Yes.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Okay, so you inbox me on my, okay.
Peace
yeah,
out.
so inbox us on our Facebook page and then we'll let you know how you can get that ticket. Congratulations to you.
Awesome.
Let's go ahead with
Yeah, so you reach a place and people are looking like, you know, I've been in places where and people are just looking like at.
I know, right? They
So
just look confused.
They look confused. They're
on.
looking at you. And they don't know. Sometimes in the past, I used to be so shaken with that. But these days, especially after God dealt with me in many aspects, I realized that it's not so much about really forcing people. I've graduated from that kind of mentality. All I do is do God's assignment. If you want to lift your hands, you lift your hands. If you want to dance, you will dance. Of course, there will be a way I will encourage you. So I think there are those audiences that sometimes you reach and they make you feel like you don't know what you're doing, you know. And then there's just that other anxiety, which many times I will have to contain it by the grace of God. Maybe 3-4 seconds, I'm past it, and we move. I do feel that as a way of admitting, but I don't just allow it to take a hold of me. Yeah, so we go through that.
Okay, so we'll continue with our conversation, but for now, let's just play at least, I don't know, 2 videos or 1 video, depending on the time that we have by director. So, but the first one should be my favorite. Though it's a cover.
All that matters.
All that matters.
Yeah.
In everything, regardless of the
Jesus.
anxiety, they were all before we go to that video. Hello?
The TV is on.
Hello? Oh, they are gone. So when you call, please make sure at volume end up at 0 or you just put it on mute so that we can get you. But anyway, let's get to those 2 videos. One which is a cover, All That Matters. And indeed, in everything, God is the only one that matters. So let's get to that video. Director will decide. We have another caller. Hello, good morning. Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling us from? Your name is? I can't get you. Can you turn down the volume on your TV set and then try to speak loud?
Okay, my name is Ebenezer.
Ebenezer.
Yes.
Okay. Where are you calling us from? Ah, awesome. Would you like to win yourself a ticket?
Sorry?
Would you like to win yourself a ticket?
Definitely.
Okay, so Pastor,
All
go
right,
ahead.
Mr. Ebenezer, just give me 3 supporting artists. The simplest question you ever get this morning. 3 artists that are supporting me on the Sound of Heaven concert, which is going to be held at Mulungushi. Can you give me 3, at least 3 artists that are supporting me?
Okay, so there is Pastor Gift,
Yes.
and Minister Timwani, and Pastor Titi Matanyani.
Okay, so congratulations, you get yourself that ticket. So you've won yourself a ticket. Please, after the show, get in touch with us, especially using our social handles.
Yes.
All right?
I'm going to leave the tickets right at Camnet.
All right. And then we'll let you know how you can get that ticket.
Okay, thank you very much.
All
Congratulations.
Right, thank you for calling. Okay, so let's get to those 2 videos, and then when we come back, maybe we can accommodate 2 more callers. But for now, let's get to those videos, and then we'll see you on the other side.
You are all that matters. Oh, way, you are all that matters. I'll put you in front of the melody. You are all that matters. You are all that matters. I'll make room for 2. You and I, Jesus. You are all that matters. You are all that matters. Oh, Jesus. You are all that matters. Oh, Jesus. You are all that matters. Hey. 'cause you are all that matters. 'Cause you are all that matters.
You are still watching it. You know what it is? It is the Weekly Goes with me, host Amazing Katamanda, and I am not alone in studio. I am joined by Pastor Leo. He's not new. He needs no introduction. He needs no introduction. So if you have any queries for him, please come through with your comments or contributions by calling us using the numbers that are on your TV screens, or better yet, you can go on our Facebook page because we are live on our Facebook page. And guess what? He's giving out tickets for his event. These are events that you can't afford to miss. Like, you can't afford to miss this event. You really have to be there. So give us a call. And then Pastor Leo ask you a question, and then if you get the answer right, you get to win yourself that ticket. We've already given out 2.
Yeah.
So I'm remaining with 1.
One more.
Who is it gonna be? Who is it gonna be?
Where are the ladies?
Where are the ladies? And we've only had gents, eh? We have a caller. People are excited. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Good morning. Finally.
There comes the lady.
What's your name and where are you calling us from?
This is Brona.
I beg your pardon?
This is Brona from Santa.
Oh, okay. So Pastor Leo has a question for you. If you get it right, you get to win yourself that ticket. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. I want to believe you've been listening to the interview that we've had. I have a simple question for you. The question goes like this. Can you mention at least one of the important things that we are focusing when we meet in terms of the agenda? I'll tell whether you are listening by the way you respond. What are we focusing on in this meeting, the Sound of Heaven concert? There are 3 things that we're focusing on, but if you mention even one, I'll be okay with that.
Okay. I think what people people worship.
Yes.
Yes. We know that they to know God that
Okay. You know what? The fact that you mentioned worship somewhere already does it for me, because we summarize that in 3 words. It's salvation, worship, revival.
Okay.
So I will give you that. So congratulations. You've won yourself a ticket just like that. Can you imagine?
So,
I can't feel your excitement. Come on. Come on.
I'm very excited.
God bless you.
She's been a lady.
Yeah, she's been. Ladies can be like,
yes, we can. Yeah,
okay,
we
pardon
have
me.
moments. We have go like, oh wow. So congratulations. So you please get in touch with us after the show so that you get to have information on how you can collect your ticket.
All right.
All right. You have a blessed weekend.
Thank you so much.
All right. So congratulations to all the winners. Finally, we've given out all the 3 tickets.
All the 3. Just like
congratulations to everybody that has won. But anyway, you can still come through, give us a call,
Yes.
and then you just never know. Maybe the Lord will
The
speak
Lord
to
will
the
be
man of
speaking.
God.
But even greet me when I'm doing it. Just greet me. I love to be greeted.
So come through using the numbers that are on your TV screens. But better yet, you can go on our Facebook page and then leave your comments there. Finally, the New Times is already on our side. We have talked about who will be ministering at the event.
Yes.
But I want to know, like, what really inspired you? What made you say, you know what? I need to do this.
Yes.
And we know it's not just going to benefit one person, but it will benefit everybody that will take that opportunity to just come through and worship God with you.
Indeed. I've carried this burden for the past 3 years. I would have held this concert in the COVID days, but obviously COVID happened and we could not go ahead. But later on also God ministered to me. There was a concert I was ministering at. The sound was so terrible. So I was busy asking myself, how am I even going to navigate in this terrible sound? And at that point God said, in my spirit, I clearly heard, you know, the Lord ministered to me to say that while this earthly sound here is very important, I want you to focus more on what I'm going to do in this place. And clearly the Lord placed upon me a burden to say, from now onwards, going forward, you will be able to download sound from heaven, that when it touches the people on earth, it will bring a total transformation. That's not a departure from what my assignment has always been, transforming lives through music. But then there's an emphasis that it came with this time around, that there shall be a sound of heaven that I'm releasing upon the earth. And I want you to be among those that will be able to download that sound, because with it, there shall come salvation. Salvation is a compound word. Issues of deliverance, healing, all of that is wrapped up around salvation. And then he says, I would want people to worship me in spirit and in truth, as is stated in John. And lastly, revival has always been a burden. My band is called New Dawn. New Dawn means revival. It wasn't because there's some change of regime in government. People must get that correctly. The Lord spoke to me about revival way before we had that transition, you know, in the political space. New Dawn means revival. So that has always been a burden, but later on the Lord escalated it when he took me to Acts, is it chapter 3 verse 19, tell the people, what shall we do when they ask? He said, Peter says, repent, you know, turn away from your sin, you know, that you may be forgiven and experience times of refreshing from the presence of God. So the reason why we are hosting this event, firstly, is to interpret or carry out that assignment which God gave me 3 years ago. It's been in waiting. I've been tired, but the time has come for us to experience those three elements: salvation, worship, and revival. It's not a meeting for some of us or young ones, or it's a meeting for everybody. And Katamanda, as I'm closing a bit on this aspect, we are also emphasizing in this meeting the fact that Fathers on the 18th of June is their day. And very little has been done in celebrating and honoring our fathers. So this meeting is twofold. As we sing and worship, as we have this musical side, the other side of the meeting will also focus on honoring our fathers, because 18th June is Father's Day. A week later, we are hosting that meeting, and so we want to take time also and just honor the fathers. So if you're a father or you are a mother, children, we want you to speak to the fathers to come to this meeting so they can receive honor in the presence of God.
Okay. I love everything that will be happening, but if there's something that I'm like really, everybody that knows me know that I love worship. Okay, let me hold my thoughts. We have a caller. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
This is Christabel Chanda. I'm calling from Virginia.
Oh, Christabel Chanda.
How are you, Christabel?
Hello, Christabel, are you there?
Yes, I think it's...
Okay, do you have any comments or contributions?
I'm calling to win a ticket.
Oh, the tickets have been given away.
Wow. Let me squeeze. Okay, can you tell me something about the meeting that will be happening? If I'm convinced with how you're going to break it down in 45 seconds, you will win yourself a ticket. Okay. So go ahead. Advertise, say something about the meeting.
I think it's a question.
I want you to summarize what will be taking place, this meeting. What is it about? If I'm convinced with what you say in the next 45 seconds, you will win yourself a ticket.
So the name of the person is Sound of Heaven. And the content is focused on three things: salvation and revival and also worship.
That's all?
Who are the ministers?
Hello?
Who are the ministers, supporting ministers?
Hello?
Wow.
So he's asking you that what artist or which artists are going to be at the event?
The artist?
Yes.
There will be Pastor Gift, Deborah Mambo, team. Pastor Leo.
Where is it taking place? Where is the venue?
Mulungushi Conference.
What is the date?
24th June.
You deserve a ticket. Clap for yourself. You deserve a ticket. Because of you, I have to leave 4 tickets.
Okay.
If my big bosses rebuke me, I'll take the rebuke. But congratulations, Kataman.
Congratulations, Christabel.
Thank you.
All right, so get in touch with us after the show and then we'll let you know how you can get that ticket.
All right, thank you.
Okay, so these are the ones that the Bible talks about when they say the violent shall take it.
You know what I mean? And she's just unleashing the responses.
Yes.
Just like that. I'm
She
like,
really wanted
wow.
it. She really wanted
You
it.
really
So
wanted that.
It's even balanced. 2 ladies, 2 gents. So
I hear you.
This is a good thing.
Look at that.
Yes. So I was talking about
Yes.
the other thing that I love is salvation. We
Yes.
go to church every day. We don't hear people talk much about salvation. Mostly it's about giving or worshiping God or being obedient. But we've seen a lot of people like refrain from preaching salvation because they feel they offend people when they tell people stop living your sinful lives, live your lives to Christ. They feel they offend people. So I'm glad that one of the agendas
Yes.
is
Salvation,
which is a
indeed.
good thing.
Yes.
So goodness, I'm just so overwhelmed with everything. I know I want to be there, and I will be
Yes,
there. I will
yes,
be there.
yes.
So, is it something that we're going to see, like that will be taking place? Is
Annually?
this the beginning? Is it going to be taking place like annually, or maybe this is just like going to be the first and the last? We want to know all that. I believe it's not going to be the last.
It's not going to be the last.
Okay.
I really have to be honest with you. It's not going to be the last. It's the beginning of the many more of such. In terms of the frequency, I don't know how we'll pick it up, but whatever you do, make sure that you are part of the first. There's something about being part of the beginning of a matter. So to the viewers and listeners out there, and to Katamanda, it's the first of the many.
Okay. Okay. And in the many that are coming, I will be definitely hosting one of them. I'll be the host.
Don't even think about it. It's a done deal. How can I have the amazing Katamanda just interview me on TV like this and never host any one of these? Definitely, that's given.
Definitely,
That's especially that I'm trying to make up for my disappearing forever. So
yes.
I just need to do something that's going to put a smile, you know,
Yes, okay.
on your face. You know?
Okay, so is our thing still being intentional about being international?
Yes, we're being intentional
changed?
about being international.
We haven't
We
changed
haven't
anything.
changed a bit.
Okay.
We're keeping it there.
Okay.
In fact, we encourage you. Sometimes you hear people tell you things like, no, that can't be done. No, it's not possible. We are saying that in Dekeyali Makale. You know, when the plane has taken off, that wasala ukunishiwasala. No, imilani katamanda kaliabwera wet. Ikanyamuka. The energy, the fuel that is bent when the plane takes off, it has taken off. So I don't know what you're going through in your life. I don't know what situation has been weighing you down. I want you to keep soldiering on. And if anybody comes to you to try and discourage you, to think you're not going higher, guess what? Just tell them, Indeke yali makale. If the sentence is too long, just say yali makale.
Indeke. We can't miss that one. We can't miss that one. So now we really have to like wind up. So for those that would want to get in touch with you, social handles, give us a social handle.
Leonard
so we can follow
Kakungu.
you.
Leonard Kakungu, my full names.
That is on Facebook.
On Facebook, Insta, it's the same, Leonard Kakungu. TikTok,
channel?
Leonard Kakungu.
Okay.
YouTube channel, Leonard Kakungu. If you search with the hashtags Pastor Leo, you're still going to find me. Leonard Kakungu is my name.
Okay.
Pastor Leo is a title that I carry and that you all know me by. But if you still search by Pastor Leo, you still find me. And I'll be more than glad to hear from you. More than glad. Okay. I try my best to respond to inboxes. It's tough, but I try my best. So sneak in a conversation with me in the inbox and let's get to know each other.
Okay, so thank you so very much, Pastor. We're looking forward to seeing you on the 24th of June.
I'm mostly grateful to you, the amazing Katamanda, and
welcome.
the Camnet family, always opening doors for us. I don't take that for granted.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for
welcome.
consistently supporting the mandate that God has placed over my life. I will be back soon.
You're welcome. And this time when you come, please come to the keyboard so at least we just get to hear
You know what I mean?
sing live.
The last
Just
time we
have
did
the
that
live
was
demonstration.
during Christmas.
Yeah,
we need
Christmas.
to, we need to
do
come back.
another one.
Yes,
We need to do another
please.
one.
I
You
want
let us
us.
know when you'll be ready.
All right, I will.
So viewers, look forward to that. But
Yes.
unfortunately, you know, everything that goes up eventually does what?
Oh,
Calm down.
I know,
So it's
right?
been an awesome show. It's been great. Congratulations to all the winners and those that couldn't call in. I'm sorry, but thank you for just watching us. So be sure to catch us again next week, same time, same place. On behalf of Elijah, Amos, Isaac, myself, the amazing Katamanda, we'll see you guys next week, same time, same place. And not forgetting the pastors, Pastor Moses and Victoria Chiluba. Shout outs to everybody that was watching. So for now, it's goodbye. God bless you. Keep it locked to Camnet TV. You know, and not just another channel, as we leave you in the hands of Pastor Leo with these beautiful videos. Goodbye.
Nobody like you, Lord. Ni mwamwebene, ni mwamwebene tata, ni mwamwebene, mwatubumbile. Ni mwamwebene, ni mwamwebene tata, ni mwamwebene, mwatubumbile amise. Ni mwamwebene, yes, ni mwamwebene tata, yes Lord. Nobody like you. Say it one more time. Jesus. Hallelujah. That's why you will be there. That's why you will be there. Ni muevo muevene, mwatu bile. Tatwa ison tele, tatwa ison tele. Hey, hey. Oh, ni mwemwebene, ni mwemwebene, ni mwemwebene tata, ni mwemwebene, mwatubumbile, ni mwemwebene, ni mwemwebene tata, ni mwemwebene, mwatubumbile. Come on, wherever you are, lift those hands, wave them to the Lord as a sign of surrender and worship to the Lord. He's the creator of the earth and the universe. Say, Imyulune sonde, pamonetanda tata, ni mwemwebende, mwafibumbile. Say it one more time. Imyulune sonde, pamonetanda tata, ni mwemwebende, mwafibumbile. Ni mwemwebende, mwebende, ni mwemwebende. bless your name, Almighty God. There is no other God but you. We just want to call upon the name of Jesus. Psalm 145. The eyes of the righteous look to you in expectation. You give them meat in the due season. I want you to know that your season is due. Get ready to receive from the Lord. Tuleita Yesu. Call upon him. Enata filwa, oh God. Enata filwa, hey. Enata filwa, enata filwa. Boyd, say with me. Enata filwa, uiles. Enata filwa, enata filwa, ta filwa, ta filwa. Enata filwa. Yes, Lord. For he never fails. For he never fails. Oh God, oh God, oh God. For he never fails. Yeah, for he never fails. Enata filwa, enata filwa, enata filwa. He never fails. Enata filwa, enata filwa. Tuleita Yesu, tuleita Yesu, tuleita Yesu. Enata filwa. He never fails. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus.